This is a review on finding linear equations from coordinates. We're going to start by finding the linear equation connecting the following coordinates. So in this case, I'm giving you two coordinates, and I want the line that connects them. What are the first things we need to do?
Okay, you gotta find the y-intercept and slope.
Are you going to start by finding M or B?
M.
Okay. So how do you do it? Explain it. M equals?
M equals the y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Oh, you would
Okay, so you have to plug in with the coordinates. So
Do you want to label first?
yeah, label x and y over your coordinate numbers. And then you put m equals, and then you do the y2 minus y1, which is 7 minus -8.
Good. You got to be careful with that double negative, right?
And then you put 3 minus -2.
What happens with a double negative?
Car crash. And you add them. So you get 15 over 5. And that reduces down to 3.
So are you done now that you found slope?
No, you have to find b,
Okay. B stands for what?
y-intercept.
The y-intercept. So how are we going to do that?
You set up an equation.
Okay. So what are we going to write down?
Y equals 3x plus b.
Where did that equation come from? What is that called?
Linear equation.
Okay.
And then you plug in y and x with the coordinates.
Good, because if we want to solve for b, x and y have to go away. Where are we going to come up with an x and a y?
You can use the two coordinates on top.
Nice. Does it matter which one you use?
No,
Nope, not at all. So which one do you want to use? The negatives or the positives?
the positives.
I'd use the positives because it's a little bit easier. So what are we going to plug in for y?
7
7.
equals 3 times 3 plus b.
Okay. Now what?
You write 7 equals 9 plus b. Then you subtract 9 on both sides. And then you get b equals -2.
So now are we done?
No, you need to write your equation out.
Very nice. So how do we write our final answer?
Y equals 3x minus 2.
Is it a positive or negative slope?
Negative. Positive.
Positive. So is the line going to go up or is the line going to go down?
Up.
Go up. Good. So 3x plus, what's your y-intercept? -2. So that's an okay way to write it, or how else can you write it? Yep, so right underneath it. So either way is acceptable. You get an answer of y equals 3x minus 2, where the slope is 3 and the y-intercept is -2. Very nice job. Now we're going to look at how to find the equation of a line given a table of values. So how are we going to do this?
Pick two different coordinates, like the thingies.
But look at all those coordinates. You only need 2?
Yeah, just pick the easiest ones.
Okay, so which ones are you going to use?
0, 1.
0, 1. And?
-3, 7.
-3, 7. Okay, so once the coordinates are picked, I highly recommend rewriting them over on the side because I think it's easier to do it that way. And now what are we going to do? What are the two things you need to figure out a line?
You need to solve for m and b.
Excellent. So let's get started. Okay, so the slope equation is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That's a must. You have to know that. Sure. It's a good idea to label your numbers so you don't accidentally make an oops. Every coordinate is made up of an x and a y. So you get x1, y1, x2, y2. So they plugged in 1 because that was your y2 minus y1 is 7 over x2 minus x1, which is 0 minus. Wait, where'd the positive come from all of a sudden? How did you get that?
Oh no, it's a negative.
So you get 0 minus negative 3. What happens with a double negative?
It's positive. Correct.
That's where the positive came from. Good. One minus 7, the negatives win by 6. So you get negative 6 over 3, which is an improper fraction, which can be reduced down to
-2.
good. So very nice job finding slope. Now you have to find the
B.
b, which stands for the we found slope. Now we're looking for
Y-intercept.
the y-intercept. Nice. Change colors for me because we're going to get a little bit confusing to people.
Okay.
So now how do we find the y-intercept? Y equals negative 2x plus b. Nice. Now you're going to plug in one of your coordinates. They're choosing 0, 1, but you can pick whichever one you want. Name 0 plus b. Now, what's anything times 0?
0.
0. So you get 1 equals 0 plus b, which is just 1 equals b. So now how do we make our coordinate? How do we make our line? So what's our final answer?
Y equals -2x plus 1.
What's the slope of that equation?
-2.
What's the y-intercept?
1.
Does this line go up or down?
Down.
Down because the slope is
Negative.
nice.